lying on your backs. And let's just feel the body sinking down into your mat, sinking into the ground beneath you. Let there be nothing more important in your whole life than this next half an hour. And let your mind come to focusing on this morning's session. If you need to, it might be helpful to put all the thoughts that may be racing around in your head, put them all in a box, visualize the box, and put the box somewhere safe so you can pick it up again later. Images of these thoughts whirling around this box, trying to escape. No, I'm not letting them, not until the session's finished. All right, let's come into a little bit of stretching. Extending the arms overhead. Reaching them overhead, perhaps taking hold of one hand with the other hand. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release the breath. Stretch the legs out. Pushing the heels away. Draw the belly down towards the spine. Big breath in. And exhale, release and let it go. And if you want to exhale with a loud sigh, feel free to do that. Let's bend the knees and rock the legs side to side. Allowing the hips to soften. Feeling the tension in the shoulders and neck and letting that tension melt into your mat and through the mat, into the floor, through the floor, back down into the ground. And if there's any gripping or holding or tension anywhere else in the body, with such, what generosity. That tension just dissipate and melt away so that you're left with a feeling of openness, softness, ease, and there's still that generosity towards yourself. Maybe even generosity towards life. And let your attention come to rest on your breath. Following the breath. Perhaps the breath is a little bit deeper than it normally is. And you know, it really doesn't matter about the breath, if the breath is a bit deeper or not, or if you feel a bit self-conscious now that you're focusing on it or not. None of that matters. All you need to do is Feel the breath happening. Feel the breath as it's happening. And your mind may be thinking lots of things, and that's okay. It can carry on with its thoughts behind the scenes, while your main focus is experiencing the breath and following the breath. As much as possible, allowing the body to lead the process of the breath. Your mind is simply following. Your body is experiencing. Notice if the body is settling more. Notice if you're beginning to feel more awake, or possibly you're beginning to feel sleepy. Anything you experience is fine. There's nothing you should be experiencing. It's all about noticing what's actually happening. That's all, just noticing. And after your next exhale, maybe it's time for a little shake, a little rolling of the shoulders, of the hips, the legs again. And then if you'd like to bend your knees, roll over to one side and come up to sitting. Making yourself as comfortable as possible. And again, you can sit in a chair if you like, by the way. You don't need to sit on the floor for this. Let's come into attention with the breath. If anybody wants to go into a chair, feel free to do that anytime. We won't be here long, 5, 7, 8 minutes, something like that. Becoming aware of the breath again. Yeah, that's a good idea. Be comfortable. The next time you exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine quite strongly. I mean, relatively strongly. Feel the air being pushed out of your lungs. And then when you release at the end of your exhale, when you release the belly muscles at the end of the exhale, the body will just naturally flow with the in-breath. So the work, the effort is happening on the exhale. And you feel that, how the work happens on the exhale, and as soon as you release the belly, the breath flows into that vacuum that you've created with the exhale. Allow your breath to happen either through the nose or the mouth, either on the inhale and the exhale. Whatever happens naturally is good. If that feels comfortable, if you start to feel dizzy, by the way, just let the breath become natural until that passes. Let it become a little bit faster, a little bit sharper. Is that the word? The exhale. A little more active, the exhale. Still the same principle. The exhale is where all the work happens. The inhale, we just allow the breath to flow into the body. Sitting tall. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's pause for a moment, let breath be normal. Look out the hips, roll out the shoulders, release the neck. Maybe change your position. If the legs are crossed, cross the legs the other way, or extend the legs out in front of you and shake them out. And then we'll do that again for another 2 or 3 minutes. And we'll start the same. Taking a big breath in to start with. And exhale. Draw the belly in. Pause for a moment with the belly drawn in. And when you release, the inhale flows into your body. Exhale, slowly pulling the belly in. Let the exhale become a bit sharper. Pulling in a bit tighter. Really using the belly muscles now. Maybe even a bit faster. Very sharp exhale. Breathing through the nose, both inhale and exhale now. And taking a big breath in. Letting the breath be normal again. Rocking out the belly. This is called breath of fire. Kapalabhati breath. Yeah, let's round the back. Round the back. Shake out. And this last meditation, longer meditation, you can do it either sitting or lying down. If you think you might fall asleep, it is probably better to sit. But you can sit leaning against something, sit on a chair, lean against the wall, or if you're okay and you want to lie down, that's completely fine. That's up to you. And if you do fall asleep, well, that's not the end of the world. becoming so comfortable. Calling in that feeling of generosity again. Or a feeling of giving yourself permission to let go. To let go of holding on to the outer happenings. Letting go of needing to be in control. Easy to say, and it can be a very big one to do. You can pick all that up in 10 minutes time, just for now. Letting go of balancing and carrying all these things. Letting go of controlling, trying to control, wanting to control. Let yourself come into a space where it might be possible to just simply be, just for these few minutes. Become aware of any sounds you hear around you, including my voice, without latching onto them. Any other sounds that you hear, just be aware of them. Be aware of any smell, any smells. Be aware of any taste in your mouth. Be aware of the sensation, plural, sensations, where your body is making contact with your mat. Be aware of the much subtler experience of your clothes on your skin. And be aware of a very subtle feeling, or is it even imagination, of the air on your exposed skin. Your awareness has been on all the senses, experiences. And now let your awareness become aware of itself. What has been aware of? The sounds, the taste, the smell, the sensations of the touch. Bringing your attention to who or what has been aware. Becoming aware of the awareness. What or who has been noticing the sensations of the body? Who or what has been noticing the sound? And let your focus come back again to the body. Noticing what's going on in your body. Briefly scanning the whole body. Noticing any feelings of temperature or pressure. Any hungry feelings, digestion, the heart beating, the breath, tightness. Noticing any of these things. And then turn your attention to who or what is noticing. Turn your attention to your awareness itself. This is a mystery. This is not easy to access always. Let there be an exploratory curiosity with this focus. Let there be interest. No wondering if you're doing it right or wrong. There is absolutely no such thing. The exploration, the curiosity, this is the journey itself. And bring your attention back into your body again. Know that in meditation, what matters is the showing up. And that's what you've done today. What matters is not what we achieve or don't achieve. That's just not what it's about. Breathing in deeply. Breathing that generosity throughout your whole body. Exhaling fully as well. Breathing in fully, exhaling fully. Beginning to bring movement back into your body, nice and gentle. Treating yourself kindly today with the kindness you deserve, the kindness that we all deserve. Coming into movement. And drawing the knees in towards the chest. A little squeeze, that feels good. Rocking side to side. Rolling over to one side. Coming up to sitting.